everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. I am super excited about this video. I am Natita with SewNaturalDane, and I am coming in today with my 2024 sewing plans. So I want to welcome all of you who are new to the channel. If this is the first time you're clicking on this video, thank you very much, this channel, for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those who continue to tune in from week to week, if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and share it out if you so choose. So yes, this is not clickbait. We get into all of that is in this title. These are my 2024 sewing plans. And so Lady Dane is still rocking the jacket from the previous video, which was the sewing buzz. You would have seen that. So if you want to see the like my top 15 items that I made in 2023, I made a total of 66, and then there was a top 15. Go back and check out that video and you can see all of that. Or if you so choose, I don't know if you're interested, I do have a 2023 monthly makes playlist. Of course, I'll create the same type of playlist for 2024, but yeah, you can also click on that. I do have different playlists for all of the big 5 pattern companies. So we're talking Simplicity, Butterick, Quick Sew, all of those, Know Me, McCall's, all of that. And so yeah, you can go check those out as well. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. What I will do, we'll see if I can, because this is kind of going back and forth, is not really, you know, in a specific order. I will, if I can categorize things as I'm talking, because I do have my notes, I will be looking down. I will see if I can put chapters on the screen. Yeah, we shall see. So go ahead, because this is going to be a chatty one. Go ahead, grab your beverage of choice, popcorn, whatever, or just have me playing in the background while you're working or doing some other things, sewing, whatever the case may be. I want to go ahead and jump right in by first announcing the administrative side of things. So first administrative order of business is, don't forget the monthly make calendars, which are here, that I have created. They're available. There's just a few left on the website. Those are marked down to $12. If you saw my video on Sunday, I'm not going to go into that. You know, I'm changing the orientation of the layout and everything like that, so I really need to unload the rest of those. So they're marked down to $12, and yeah, go ahead and grab those. And then also Love Notions is having their 30% off site-wide sale, patterns, classes, courses, that type thing. You can get an additional 10% off your purchase with my code SND1. I'll make sure that that pops up on the screen. I am a Love Notions brand ambassador for those who are new and do not know that. And I do have a Love Notions playlist. So if you want to know all of the patterns I have made for Love Notions, the reviews I've done, feel free to check out that playlist. I will leave that playlist down in the description box along with the link and, you know, all of that good stuff. So definitely, if there were some Love Notion patterns you were interested in, make sure you head on over to the website, do some shopping. The sale ends on the 12th, January 12th. That's when the 30% off ends. It does not include the Encore, which just was released in December, but everything else, 30% off. Use my code for an additional 10% off. Thank you all so much for your support. So for those who are new, I'm getting ready to jump right in. For those who are new, you already know. For those who are not new, I should say, let me rephrase that. For those who are not new, you already know my weight loss story. But for those who are new, let me just quickly get you up to speed. When I share my weight loss story and, you know, what I might be doing and different things that I'm doing for me personally, please know that is from a personal standpoint. Talking with doctors, all that different type of stuff. Those are the things I take in consideration for what I do. So I don't share that to get advice from people about try this, try that, unless I say, oh, what do you think? Or, you know, if I ask. But I don't take advice from people on the internet about what I should do with my health, because I know what I need to do for myself. So that's just the caveat I wanted to pop out there, because I know I have a few subscribers since, you know, I've done my last weight loss update. Having said that, let me jump into it. So through, you all know, for those who follow and those who don't, the husband and I built a house and we moved here in 2022. When was that? August, September 2022. Yes, September 2022. And so we've been here over a year now. And so during that time, you all know I have shared, probably within a video, I don't think I made a dedicated video. I'm quite 100% certain I did not. But I talked about my weight loss during that time when we were building, and then when we were moving, all of that, the stresses and everything that kind of came with that. I maintained my weight loss during that whole time. I had said it then, and I'll say it now. I worked out. And I still work out 6 to 7 days a week. Most of my working out is walking. I am trying to pull back from doing so much walking. I don't mind walking. I really don't. I don't have a problem with walking. But I override the cardio from the strength training that I need to be doing. And so the husband Ben told me I needed to increase my weight. So I have since done that. But during that time, actually, when I say since, that means 2024, I just increased my weights. So yeah, I was doing like the same weights forever. But anyway, during that time, I pretty much, I wasn't really watching what I was eating. I would maintain my weight, seriously, from just continue to work out, because you can't outwork out a bad diet. Does that make sense? So you can't want to continue to eat all the junk, do all the things, and work out and think you're going to lose weight. I had no sense in thinking that. But I did slip into the category of, oh, I can still, you know, lose some weight while I'm clowning the food. No, it does not work that way. For those who don't know, I started out at 309 is when I recorded my weight. I know I was a little heavier than that, but when I had took, you know, the reins on things, recorded my weight, 309, got down to, what was it, 240. So what is that? Let me do a quick math, because I want to just keep it 100 here. 309 from, I want to say my lowest was a 240. So that's 69 pounds. Quite a bit of weight, quite a bit of inches. I was taking my measurements as well. I don't recall the measurements. I had a whole separate folder that I saved personally that have all that. So I have to look at that. But at any rate, pounds lost, 69. Many inches lost. Many inches lost. However, towards the end of last year, no, I take that back. Towards the middle of last year, I noticed when I started to hone in on some things so far as what I was eating and my exercise, trying to switch some things up. When I did that in the past, it worked. I was like, oh, okay, this is just going smooth. This is working. I'm paying attention. I'm writing things down. It was not working, y'all. When I was switching things up and all of that, it was not working. And then I started to get warm all of a sudden on different days. And then not hot flashes. So don't confuse this. It was not hot flashes. I would just get warm. Does anybody know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I knew something was going on with my body. I'm thinking, okay. And I was telling my husband, okay, how come the stuff I was doing before is not working? And then, long story short, let me cut to the chase. Then I realized, oh, this is called perimenopause. And the things that I was eating, the things that I was doing, definitely had to rethink that whole, you know, process and what I was doing. And so I don't say that it affected, say, in a negative way, because you all know, if you've been following my channel, if you have not, I am a proponent of, I don't care what size you are. If you want to make the jeans, if you want to make the sleeveless top, if you want to do what, make it. We're not waiting for no magic size to appear, right? Or anything like that. So that's just me. That's my personal opinion. Everybody's walk is different. So hear me when I say that. I understand everybody's walk is different. But for me personally, that didn't affect what I wanted to sew. But it did affect how I was going about my regimen, because I know as through my weight loss progress, if any of you been following that, I was going through a phase for a long time when I was sewing. I was turning over clothes in my closet quite a bit because I don't alter clothes. That's not my ministry. I'm not interested in that. There may be some exceptions. I have one I'll share with you today, but that's not my ministry, and I don't desire to alter clothes. I'd rather donate those clothes, you know, that type thing before, or make, if I love it enough, I'll just make it again. You know, that's just my personal mindset. And so when I say affected my sewing, that's what that's the mindset I'm coming from. Not that, oh, I can't make this because I'm gaining weight. No, because what ended up happening over the better part of the later parts of last year, I put back on 30 pounds. Yes, 30 pounds. And which meant I just started sewing the larger size for certain things. And you all know, most of the time, if I remember, I'm always sharing my measurements and everything. And so, not that people probably really cared, or I don't know if anybody paid attention to that, but anybody who does pay attention, you know, my inches were going up, not down. And so, like they were in the past. And so, I had to rethink, first and foremost, what my own weight loss process was, because I had been in the mindset for so long, as I was losing that weight, that, oh, it's time for me to turn my closet over. I wasn't turning no closet over. It got to a point where that was not happening. And so, yeah, so then for certain things, instead of me saying, oh, you know, I'm gaining weight, I'm not going to make X, Y, and Z. No, that's not, for me, that's not how it works, because I enjoy sewing. That's just what I make, everything that I wear. So that's not my story. So so for me, that whole perimenopause thing, and let me know if any of you have experienced this or are experiencing this, where you notice the changes in your body, and if you're a person that make your own clothes. So I'm not going out to the stores buying anything just because of this change. I'm still making everything, but it's now I have to, if you all notice, I started doing way more fitting towards, you know, the latter half of last year than I was, because before I was used to being on this trajectory of, oh, I'm just losing weight, I'm gonna have to turn over the closet, oh, da 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 da, this, that, and other. But then that kind of went to a halt, and now it's like, oh no, nope, we're gonna have to go back through. And the part of my reason for being such a big proponent of, I don't care what size you are, sew the clothes, so you learn your body. So you learn, maybe, I know for me, where I gained the weight. You won't see that 30 pounds up in here. It's mainly down in my stomach first, down in my midsection first. And so when I share my fitting, or, you know, clips of me, when I share about fitting muslins and everything, I always say it's down here. It's down here, guys. It's down here for me, where it starts first. So I've since lost 10 pounds because I started back in December. Even though we were traveling and even though we got sick, I still, you know, because it's a lifestyle for me. It's a lifestyle for me. It's not, oh, I'm gonna go on a diet so I can be a certain size by a certain event or time, a season or whatever. No, it's a lifetime. And so so yeah, and you all also know, I know this is a trigger for many people. So again, you could have fast forward through all this. Sorry, I didn't pre-warn you. But I don't believe in the older you get, the harder it is. I'm just not a proponent of that. Can't nobody convince me of that. The only thing I believe, as you get older, there are maybe certain things you physically can no longer do that you were able to do before. That just means you're going to have to find that thing that now works for you. And it comes with consistency and it comes with discipline. You can be motivated all you want. Watch all the weight loss videos, watch this, watch that, and be motivated all you want. But if you don't take ownership for your own personal journey and say, well, just because, you know, that 50-year-old can do HIIT and do marathons and all that, maybe you had surgery in your knees or in your hip that, you know, limits you from doing that type of thing. You have to know then what you can do that will enable you to be successful in your own personal journey. So I'm not one, I do not accept, oh, the older you get, the harder it gets. No, the older we get, and because we start getting into routines, we build habits as we get older, and different things we just innately do just out of habit. Those are some of that is what has to be broken, because you've been doing that thing for so long. You're like, oh, I know I can't drink milk, but you know what, I'm gonna drink this milk anyway. I mean, it's stuff like that. That might be extreme, but if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. There are just certain new habits that you might have to incorporate and adopt in order to, for your body to respond. Of course, again, you've met with your doctor, you've gotten your own test, you already know your personal journey, your personal story. So I'm just sharing you with mine and how perimenopause, I noticed, affected me and my sewing, because I noticed the weight was picking back up, which meant the types of clothes, because I'm taking my measurements all the time. So, and yeah, so those were just different things I had picked up in during the latter half of the year. But like I said, with the husband's motivation and of course, you know, speaking to professionals, yeah, I needed to increase my waist, and plus the whole processed food habit that I had got myself back into, again, I got myself back into, I had to rein that back and increase my proteins and all that other different type of stuff. So do what's best for you. I'm not asking for any advice on what I need to do. I already know what I need to do. And so, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all, because I haven't shared a true weight loss update. I think, I don't know, it's been a while. So I just want to come in and share that yeah, we are back in the saddle. So anyway, let's get into now 2024 sewing plans. So woo, this, I'm so super excited about this. For me, these are not stretch of the imagination goals for me. These are not, oh, you know, if I can, I will type. This is just what it's gonna be. And the reason I'm making it my 2024 plans is this is pretty much a jump start to just how things are just gonna be for me going forward. I am not changing any content on the channel except for this first thing. I'll tell you what that is. But at least for 2024, I'm not changing any content on the channel. You're still going to get pattern reviews, you know, fitting, any type of thing like that. Of course, I'll still be pattern testing for Love Notions, Itch to Stitch, and I may pattern test for other companies, who knows. But for the most part, 2024 so far, sewing content for the channel, you're still going to get all of those things, the pattern and focus, all of that. So none of that is going anywhere. The only thing that is going to change are my hauls. So the first thing I want to talk about for my 2024 plans, this first one is a big one. And you all let me know if anything that I mentioned in my 2024 plans resonate with you. Yeah, I'm curious if this resonates with anybody. So the first thing I'm going to do, the big thing, I am not buying any patterns in 2024. None. No commercial, no indie, none of that. If I'm gifted something, that's going to be a whole nother, you know, that's different. So in my hauls, you will see fabric hauls. You're going to see other types of hauls, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But no patterns. One of the things I noticed in 2024 doing the pattern and focus has been so good. I thank you all for those who head over to my community tab when I have patterns up to vote, because a lot of those patterns pushed me outside of my comfort zone of kind of sticking to the easy thing, or I won't say easy thing, but things that I'm pretty comfortable with just getting through. But it also challenged me in many ways. So I thank you all so much when those come up for vote. It also showed me I really need to get through my pattern stash. And if I continue to buy patterns, of course, the stash is continuing to get big and continuing to get large. And so, yeah, I am not buying any commercial patterns or indie patterns, nothing new in 2024. Like I said, because I do pattern tests for different pattern companies, I receive those for free. And so that's different. But so far as me spending my money to purchase a pattern, I have personally decided not to do that. Why? Because I noticed a lot of the things I was starting to make and wear in 2023, I can say even though I had my top 15, I shared that. Pretty much everything I made, I wore more than once. And there are different things I gravitated towards more than others. And I'll talk about that, but I'm not buying any new patterns. The only exception I have to new patterns is I'm not buying any garment patterns. So that's the caveat. No garment related patterns. I will buy accessory patterns if I need them. I have so many. I probably just need to go through quite a few of them because you all know I mentioned that I miss making handbags. I miss making my wallets. And I'm actually going to have a video coming up that is a revamp of my handbag collection. My style of handbag has changed, you know, like your clothes change. My style of handbag has changed and what I like to carry. And so I haven't decided yet if I will do a Facebook Live on SewNaturalDane to sell those or what, because there are groups actually that I can actually sell those handbags in, but you know, I'd rather maybe the people who actually follow me and probably like the handbag from when I first showed it, if they want it, you know, they can purchase it for a nominal fee, obviously. But so those are the exceptions. What will I do when I see the patterns drop? Because you know I'm going to see some patterns that drop and I'm like, okay, because I'm going to be sharing with you in the Sewing Buzz, new indie pattern drops. And then of course there's going to be commercial pattern drops. On my phone, like everybody, I do have a notes app that, you know, you can put all kind of notes in. I'm going to create a notes tab in my notes app for 2024 patterns released that I like. And so I'm just going to accumulate them all there. And we shall see by the end of the year. If I want them, I can't buy them until January 2024. I'm sorry, January 2025. But yeah, if I like them, I can't buy them until January 2025. That's that. And I have not bought anything new. You're seeing this on the 10th. January 10th, I have not bought any patterns this far, and I'm not going to through December 31st, 2024. I want to do more hacking, more pattern mashups, going through my pattern stash, all of that. I want to do more of that, so none of that. One of the things I have noticed that I do like, that I have done, and I did this in the last 2 months or 3 months, that could be wrong. Myra, Lorraine, and we did a lot of sewing chats and different things. But one of the things that I did during that time that I enjoyed was getting back into prepping my projects. Not sewing, not stitching, but prepping. And this is what I'm talking about for BHM, for those who are participating in BHM. Remember, you know, you can't prep. There's just no stitching until February 1st. And so I did a lot of prepping of projects, putting things in my project bags and everything like that. Or if it's something I knew was coming up right away, it will already be in my bin with the fabric and everything. As long as I'm good with the fabric. Because that would be the only hesitation why I wouldn't prep projects, is if I'm not 100% I'm going to use that fabric for what I thought I want, especially if I see something else. I'm still looking to go through my fabric stash, continue to work through my stash. But yeah, I'll buy fabric. I'm not saying I'm not going to buy fabric, because I am. But I am going to continue like I was in 2023, more mindful of the things that I purchase, more mindful of the fabrics that I purchase. So I'm not going overboard with fabric purchases. Like there's a few projects I'm planning now that I don't have the fabric for. And so but I know what I want. And so pieces like that, I'm going to have to definitely continue to stay on that track, which I like. I like that I got through quite a bit of my stash from last year. I did buy some too, but still. Then so far as styling, and so this is always on my list for styling, to continue to show you how I style pieces and everything like that. But the one thing I want to do is, what happens sometimes when it depends on the project, and but sometimes when I style projects for video, I style them just to so I can record the video and show a quick style. But when I actually wear it out, I style it totally different, or I add layers of the styling to it. And so I want to bring that to the channel. Not that I don't wear it out how I show you, but 9 times out of 10 I add extra onto what I've shown you, and it's just because of the timing of when I record a video. That's all that is. This is where people might not be interested in my channel in 2024, because I will be bringing more styling and how when I go out, I have to get my timing down good, right? But when I go out into, you know, whatever I'm doing, wearing whatever piece or whatever I'm wearing, how I'm wearing it out. So you can see that better, as opposed to, oh, I just need to throw on this, that, and other just for the, you know, the content for the channel. Because I love the styling. You all know when I was doing it more consistently, I was showing you how, you know, I would probably throw on clips of me putting on makeup and all of that. I had got way away from that. And so we're going to bring it back around, and I'm going to definitely show more styling. Well, all I'm doing so far as styling is more elevating how I'm styling, more of stacking, because you all know I'm big on mixed metals. I don't believe in, oh, you got on silver here, you need to wear all silver. I don't believe in all of that. You wear what you want to wear, believe what you want to believe. But over here, I mix metals. I like mixing colors. I actually like my accessories to be loud. That's just me. You all might not like that. You can, that's fine. Everybody's personal styling is their personal styling. But what I will do is wear what I like, and it will probably be, oh, that's a lot, that's bulky, that's very, I love costume jewelry, all that type of stuff. You're just going to see it more. Accessorizing with more high-end pieces. So what does that mean? I will be, whether it, and it just depends on the piece. It could be anything from earrings, a belt, bracelets, stack of bracelets, anything like that. It can come from a Louis Vuitton. It can come from different types of high-end fashion, but it will also be incorporated with things that I make. I want to be, you know, different types of brooches that's combined with things. As a matter of fact, I was so happy when I watched Cherie's video. If you have not, on her red coat, and she had brooches on her coat, I was like, that's absolutely gorgeous. I love it, because that's the type of thing I will be doing in on different types of garments and stuff. But when I saw that, I was like, yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so it's something to make your clothes and different things like that. But I really do love the styling piece. I am not, obviously, I'm not a stylist. I'm not nobody's personal stylist. I'm my own personal stylist, and what I choose to accessorize and how I accessorize, I love. And maybe you will love too, and maybe you will enjoy that part of the journey. As a matter of fact, a friend and I are going thrifting. There's something else I want to get back into. Way many years ago, before probably half of y'all was following me, I used to thrift a lot. But that was in Wisconsin. When we lived in Wisconsin, I used to thrift all the time because I knew the stores to go to and the days to go on, different stuff like that. And I used to thrift the jewelry, the accessories, and then different fabrics. And I would make stuff out of those fabrics, and it was actual fabric that I would thrift, not garments. That's the only thing I want to add to like my sewing this year is I guess, is that called upcycling? Now when I say upcycle, and when I say I would thrift a garment and make something else out of it, I'm going to use a pattern. My lane is not if y'all watch Tribeca Designs and people like that, they hit on on their upcycle thrifts. I love her thought process and everything. Those people to me are designers, and they don't need necessarily a pattern to create a look. Your girl need a pattern. So that's my lane. If I haul something, I thrift something, I'm gonna follow a pattern. I'm gonna share with y'all the pattern and then share with you how maybe I use some piece or item that I thrifted in that particular pattern. So that's the angle I will come from when I am when I'm doing thrifting and getting things out of fabrics is one thing. Obviously I'll probably make a whole garment, or if it's something that I see, maybe it's a leather jacket and I can make a handbag or a wallet or a whole set out of it. Who knows? That type thing. I will share that with you on the channel. Now, here was the other thing I had shared with Myra. I said, you know what? And this was late last year. I had told her, because I was starting to think towards the end of 2023, there are certain things I like to wear like all the time. All the time. And it's not dressy up stuff. For those who don't know, I do work from home full time. Once we left the office, you know, a few years ago, we never went back, and the company changed its policy about being in the office, and so I don't have to go into anybody's office. Even if we do go in for meetings and stuff, it's so super casual. I don't have to be in any the days of being, for at least for me, and I'm a compliance manager, so, you know, and the days of me as, you know, previously when I was an auditor and compliance manager at other companies, you had to wear, you know, the thing was to wear these suits and coordinates and all that. I don't have to do that. My company is not like that. As long as you ain't coming there with cut up pants and all this graphic t-shirt stuff, holes and everything, all of it, you good with whatever it is that you decide to wear. And so when I was talking to Myra, I was like, you know what I tend to like to wear is pretty much how I grew up. If anybody can relate to this, let me know. I grew up a tomboy. Anybody know what a tomboy is? For those who are outside of the United States, is girls who tended to hang around boys a lot, and they I was pretty bad when I was little. So yeah, there's that. But you know, hang out with boys, playing all the games with the boys. You might beat them up. Yeah, I did that. And then climbing trees, hanging upside down from trees, and you got a dress on and all of that. But that's what a kind of a tomboy is. Anyway, but as I grew, even through high school, through college, I always tended to want to wear more casual clothes, but still had the girly edge part of it. And I still like to dress up every now and again. Like my maxi dress that I made, that was a subscriber pick. It was that piece last summer. I'm gonna tell y'all, that's why I thank you for voting, that I come to realize, oh my gosh, I miss wearing maxi dresses. And when I tell y'all, when I wore it out and everything, I got so many compliments, because when I tell you, I stacked the jewelry. I had this handbag. If I can find the picture, I'll pop it up. And it just felt so good in that. And so I was like, yep, I need to make more maxi dresses. And then also when I made my anniversary dress, I like those one-off pieces. I don't mind the one-off pieces, because that's staying in my closet. But because I love it so much. But I like those one-off pieces. And I was like, I don't mind that. I don't mind the girly girl look, the maxi dress look. You know, all know I love skirts. But I'm going to run real quick for you right here on the screen things I have been pinning on Pinterest, because I was telling Myra, I was like, it's kind of tomboyish but still chic, and that whole look. And this is before I even knew that that was a thing. I'm like, why do everything has to have a term or word? But anyway, needless to say, that's fine, because once I went on Pinterest and I put in what I thought I was making up, here I'm thinking I'm Miss Prolific, and I'm not. I put in tomboy chic in Pinterest, and all this stuff popped up, and I was like, yes, yes. And I'm just going to show you what I've been pinning. These different looks, handbags, different stuff like that. I love the this kind of, there was one look where there's a corset with a blouse underneath with some jeans, and how the top is showing underneath the kind of, I guess it's kind of a corset top with the spaghetti strap. I love that. Those are the types of things that I'm finally realizing that's just what I like to wear on the daily. You know, I'm going somewhere or whatever the case may be. I'd rather just throw something like that on, because that's just me. And I absolutely love tank dresses. And so I was like, yeah, we're going to do more of that. I'm going to hone in on this style, and we're going to push this thing out. And so having said that, Sewing Fashionistas group, for those who are in Houston, Katy area, you know that Roz from So Much Fabric, she hosts that every other month. And so in February, she's having a fabric and pattern swap. I'm going through my patterns again, and I'm going to pare down, do another hard pass through all of my patterns. I don't know that there's going to be any fabric, maybe a piece or two that I'm going to put in that swap, because I pretty much got my fabric down to the colors I like. You all know I have my colors done and everything like that, so the colors that I like and everything like that. So I don't know that there's going to be a lot of fabric in that swap, but yes, so there's that. Yeah, so I just want to kind of share with you what my style, you know, what you're going to see evolve. Like if you're used to seeing me maybe in certain things, it's like, no, but what I end up gravitating toward is X, Y, and Z, or ABC. That's what I tend to gravitate towards, and that type of thing. That's just what you're going to see more on the channel. So definitely stay tuned for that. The other thing, of course, besides, you know, the accessories and hacking and all of that different stuff, I'm definitely gonna get my shoe game up, y'all. I think since I lived down in Texas, my shoe game was not where it was when I was in Wisconsin, and that's just because it's warmer here and I tend to just like being in open-toed shoes. Either way, I just need more shoes, so that's definitely going to happen. You'll see all of that, and maybe, you know, combined with some of these hauls. I will be doing a 5-piece summer collection series. So for those who followed my 5-piece summer collection series from last year, I just wrapped that up in November, I want to say. I asked that question, would you like to see? I think I would like a all summer dress collection, and a couple of you said yes, that would be awesome. So I am going to do that. I'm also going to do, which I'm super excited about, which I'm going to share with you, the only kind of upcycle out my closet at this point that I plan on doing. I want a denim collection. If you all, many of you may not know, but I absolutely love denim. I love wearing denim, and I want a denim shirt dress. It's like I have a vision in my head how I want it to look. I want puffy sleeves and all of that, but I just haven't found the pattern, and I have various patterns, so it's probably going to be a matter of me hacking and mashing up some different views, different things from patterns, right? But I want a shirt dress, I want a dress, I want some more denim jeans, I want a top in denim, I want a blouse in denim, I just want a lot of denim. I want a denim casual handbag, which is coming. I just have this itching for a whole denim collection, like denim look. Even if it's a denim knit, because there's a look I'm thinking about doing, a denim knit in. Knit fabric. I want to say I saw that fabric at Nick of Time Textiles. So if you're all familiar, but yes, that's what I want to do. And the one thing I want to do is upcycle these jeans. So you, for those who are new to the channel and those who are returning, I made these jeans back in and out of my favorite, this is my favorite color denim. This, what is this called? I think it's called indigo. I want to say it's called indigo. And I lined it, or the waistband is my fabric that's on Spoonflower. But anyway, these were the Hot Patterns boyfriend jeans. If I remember, I'll leave the link to that review up here in the iCards. It should pop up. But that pattern was horrible. Based even on the finished garment measurements and everything, these were supposed to fit me. And if you all remember when I told you when I tried them on, these things wouldn't even go up past my thighs, right past my knees. That's pretty much where they stopped. And so yeah, I got rid of that pattern. So somehow, some way, these pants, and I told you I was not getting rid of these because I absolutely love this fabric. And but what I am going to do is turn this into something. What it's going to be, I don't know. And how I'm going to upcycle it into, say, a maxi skirt or something with patchwork. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, I love this fabric. I refuse to donate these because I love this fabric so much. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hold on to them. And so yeah, so that is what I am going to do with these. These are definitely getting upcycled and turned into something as part of my denim collection. The summer collection I'm not going to start probably until April, but the denim collection is something I'm going to work on all throughout the year. So I'll probably create a denim collection playlist and save what I create in there. So when I create my first piece, I'll let you know at that time that I've created a playlist for that. But back to my notes. So I think that is it. You all, again, let me know what you think. Can you relate to anything that I have mentioned? Are you going to do more, maybe upcycling, thrifting of items, be it accessories, yeah, I don't know, handbags, you know, going to consignment shops, boutiques, different things? Are you going to start doing that, or have you started doing it? Do you like pre-planning projects? If you are committed to the fabric and creating your project bag, so once that maybe that next month comes up, you're raring to go because all of your fabric and everything has been cut out, adjustments, whatever may have been made, and all of that. So yeah, let me know what you think. So those are my plans for 2024. I'm quite excited about it. I did not tell you what I'm wearing. This is the McCall's vintage top. I cannot remember. I did a video on it in this, I did a review on it in the Sewing Buzz. I'll try to remember to link that in the iCard. And then the leggings, I don't know if you saw, the leggings I was wearing when I stood up these are from Simplicity 8097, part of that whole collection that I shared. These are from those because I made like several pair of leggings from that pattern. But anyway, so that is it, everybody. I thank you so much for those who held the course and watched the whole thing. I thank you for hanging in there. I'm either going to have a haul on Sunday. I am still waiting for a couple things to come in the mail, fabric, and then there was a couple other things, or I am going to have the video of my handbag collection that I'm going to be revamping and kind of show you the handbags and kind of walk you through the styles that no longer speak to me. So yeah, you'll have one of those coming up on Sunday. But I thank you everybody for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. If you are interested in this content, please go ahead again and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and I appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you everybody for your support throughout 2023. Here we go for 2024. All right, everybody, have a blessed one, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.